Well, it was a busy day for high school sports around the state, and Keenan, in Augusta, it almost felt a little bit like the tournament today.
That's right, Connor. The Augusta Civic Center hosted a handful of games this afternoon, and we begin with a matchup between two Class A schools.
And that would be the Brewer girls taking on Nokomis in the second half of the first slate. The Witches of Brewer have a cushion, and they keep it going with his bounce pass up to Kathleen Bridges. Warriors not going away, though, as Briley Bolio finds herself all alone and gets the floater to go. Sticking with Bolio and Nokomis as she launches this one from beyond the arc, and no doubt about it. But this game was all Brewer and all Jillian Ford. This was one of 6 threes she had on the afternoon, ending the day with 29 points. Yes, you heard that right, 29 points. Brewer wins it, though, by a score of 52-40.
To the boys' side of things, seeing if Nokomis can avoid the Friday sweep. Success remains early in the hands of the Witches as Stephen Youngs opens up the game with this 3 here. Brewer starts on a 11-0 run as Youngs will hit another. He has 14 first quarter points. That's 20 in the first half. He finished the night with 22. Nokomis is going to get on the board with this nifty spin post move from senior Dawson Townsend, but it's Youngs again with the quick answer as he gets in under the hoop for a crafty little layup. But Connor, this is where the fun begins.
Oh, okay.
Ball bouncing around in the middle court before it's passed up to Ollie Higgins for a Salama Jamma. And by the way, he's a freshman. That's incredible. And as if that wasn't enough, look at that from the sideline, banks it in to beat the buzzer. It was all Brewer in this one. The rest of the way, who improves to 7-0 by a score of 70-31.
Now on up to Bangor for a battle of the Rams, Deering versus Bangor. Now Bangor fell behind early, but in the first, Harry Fitzpatrick from range brought the game within 3. Now Deering would step on the gas. Justin Jamal from beyond the arc, that put him up by 11. And this one, well, it put them up by 14 as Tavian Latour buries it deep from range. Now Bangor trying to stop the bleeding. How about Xavier Kelly on defense, knocking it away? But they couldn't contain them for long. Evan Legacy for 3, Deering up 30-10. Now he and Deering, they were clinical. Legacy had 41 points in this contest today. The battle of the Rams ends with a 78-33 victory for Deering.
Nothing like some matinee matchups this morning in Waterville, where the Oak Hill Raiders traveling to take on the Purple Panthers in the second. Oak Hill builds on their lead with this easy lay-in from Shelby Elwell. Elwell again will have the ball pushing the tempo and finds a wide open Madeline Sikora, who splashes the triple to keep the Raiders in front. Waterville trying to change it up as Haley Snipe picks a pocket and takes it all the way herself for a transition bucket. Oak Hill will get them right back as Brenna McElhaney grabs a steal and goes all the way to extend the lead. But to end the half, how about that save, Carter? Let's look at the save coming out of bounds. Wow, incredible. Right out to Faith Roderick with the splash. However, that won't be enough. Raiders get the win on the road. They take it 53-29.
Now moving back to the Civic Center, now it is Messalonsky and Skowhegan girls facing off. The Eagles would score the first bucket, and then Skowhegan would go on an incredible 18-0 run, featuring this tough finish by Lauren Moore. Now Moore again in transition, this time giving it up to an open Lydia Herrick. I tell you what though, Keenan, the Eagles didn't just give up. Now check out this ball movement, wide open 3-pointer from Ella Hansen. Here it comes, and there it goes. But tick, tick, tick goes the first half clock, and the Eagles are pushing the ball in. Addie Welch, bang, beats the clock, just down 3 at the end of the half. Had to keep you in suspense there. Fast forward to the fourth, the Riverhawks up 2, but Skowhegan was rolling, starting with this Natalie Cook post move, followed by this putback from Lainey Whitworth to cushion the lead. Skowhegan pulls this one out 40-34 to achieve their first win of the season.
Now staying in the state's capital, Messalonsky again looking to bounce back after their first loss of the year, while Skowhegan boys are searching for that first win. The big fella Parker Reynolds on the key. Why not let it fly? The 3 begins the scoring for the Eagles. Few plays later, Reynolds reminds you what happens when you come in his pants. He sends it back. Wow. Riverhawks say, okay, we'll stay out here. Bryson Socher gets on the board for Skowhegan. He finished the night with 8 points. But with the first half clock ticking down, Bernier's shot misses, but the Anderson Arbor putback beats the buzzer right before the half. Jump into the fourth quarter, just a 5-point game. Eagles get off to a hot start with this Ryan Parent 3-ball, 16 points for the young man. Skowhegan got the deficit down to 4 late with help from this Jack Fitzpatrick steal and score, but it just wouldn't be enough. Eagles back in the win column with a 50-41 win against the Riverhawks.
I like you call him young man. You've got to be like, what, 3 years older than the kid? Come on now.
Lastly, we are going to close in Fairfield with Lawrence taking on the reigning Class A North champs in Hamden Academy. Starting in the second half, 1-point game. Not sure if you noticed or not, Connor, but I love big boy threes. Liam Hennigan from downtown.
We love to see it.
But like those Christmas leftovers, Lawrence isn't going away. Preston Roy answers with a triple of his own, 4-point game into the fourth. The quarter begins with a fun little floater from Trevor Pellerin. However, the Broncos lead becomes 7 in crunch time after this Liam Cauchon-Dorf bucket. It's cut down to 5 just moments later after this Braden Davidson tough finish near the rim, but it'll close with a round of my least favorite game, the foul game. Hamden hits their free throws and pull it out 45-37.
Now for some scores in boys basketball. Wins go to Mount Blue, Southern Rustic, Central, Calais, Stearns, Skank, Yarmouth, Mount Ararat, Belfast, and MDI. Winners for the girls are as followed: Gardner, Erskine Academy, Old Town, Lawrence, Presque Isle, Skank, John Baptist, Bangor, Oceanside, and Belfast. And not on the board, MDI defeats Holton 74-24. I feel a little bit like Ben now when he's doing that little auction thing. Keenan, your first time on Starting Five with us tonight. How was it all for you so far?
The heart rate is going crazy. I'm out of breath, Connor. It was a lot. I got to admit, it was a lot, but it was fun.
It was fun, and it was fun